Well, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. On first down, Purdy. Open man, that's the tight end fire move.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Purdy to throw it on first down.
Going back to Allen. He's got him again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Fire move. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here first and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These two teams met in Cincinnati earlier in the year with the Bengals coming out on top. So if they can win here in Pittsburgh, they'll be able to claim the season sweep. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got him in, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now Burrow.
toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To the air again, Burrow. Open net, it's complete to Higgins. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One more, ready?
They'll give it to Mixon. And he pulls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown.
Joe Mixon with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy.
And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
The Steelers at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
Back to throw, Purdy.
And that is incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
Purdy on 4th down. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
He's got 1 touchdown pass already in this quarter, obviously looking for number 2, and definitely not playing the check down game.
Purdy now to throw off the play action.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Calvin Austin.
32 yards.
And the Steelers have taken the lead.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
It's caught inside the 25.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Purdy. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep ball.
But the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs.
And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Purdy. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 58 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
This Bengal defense, they passed the first 2 tests. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
11 mighty. 11 coming.
Burrow looking to pass. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
I'm on, right?
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
11 MP, hey! 11,
here's Burrow. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Alex Highsmith make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It did.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. T.J. Watt. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt.
Back deep, Tariq Cohen. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Now Purdy. That's complete to his tight end flyer move.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
There's Purdy on 1st and 10. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
He finds his man, complete. It's Warren.
Oh, he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit.
So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it,
into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the... And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. On 3rd down, here's Harris. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Throwing here, Purdy. Give him another one right back to Allen. Touchdown! Keenan Allen from 4 yards out. As those guys are able to extend their lead. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for 2, successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To try again after the sack. Burrow under pressure, and they got to him again. T.J. Watt bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Well, the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Burrow's throw caught by Higgins. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time.
Touchdown, Bengals! T. Higgins, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bengals are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, Purdy.
And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Purdy to throw it on first down. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown.
Calvin Austin.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach.
Boswell on now to kick this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Burrow will throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Mixon is in. Touchdown, Bengals. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, and you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
11 MP, hey! 11.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. The Burrow's going to look to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football, you've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's another carry for Harris. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 4th down try. Here's Purdy. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
He's going to air one out. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
62 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 1st down, and they go back to Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. On second down and 4. Purdy to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage and just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking. Hey, look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Bengals are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Now Burrow. Out to it, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Throwing, Burrow. He's going to let it fly. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Purdy to throw. He's got Johnson, and he will get out of bounds here to stop the clock as he's all the way up to midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Purdy's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's Purdy. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Completes it to Austin. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
They'll look to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Purdy with one final shot here. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Mike Hilton. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times